I want to bring in Wall Street Journal editorial page writer Jillian Melchior and author of How Do I Tax Thee, Kristin Tate. Jillian, let me start with you. I do find it interesting that now it seems like it's stalled here in the United States, even though a lot of the things in there are typically things that Democrats root for, right? So more cars going to be built here, an emphasis on better conditions for workers in all three countries. Nancy Pelosi, though, you think she's stalling this because it's a way of sort of showing just sort of the resistance towards President Trump, or could this be in trouble?
Look, I think Heiser crafted this deal betting that if he gave in enough to Democrats, he'd get their support. I'm not so sure that that was a good bet. I think there are a couple of different things going on. You've got one wing of the party, the protectionist union left, that would be happy blowing up the whole deal for protection of their industry, regardless of the consequences for the broader economy. So I think you've got that segment within the Democratic Party. I also think you've got a segment that just doesn't want to hand Trump a victory. They just don't want to collaborate with him. But I also think, kind of interestingly, you've got a fragment of the Democratic Party where they are dependent on Mexico, U.S.-Canada trade. And it'll be interesting seeing how their calculations play out, since it's their congressional district that has the most to lose.
Right, Kristin. I mean, the auto workers are always a key constituents for either party. It always seems like, hey, what have you done for the auto workers? I'm not sure why, but they've always been something of a proxy for all American workers. And this apparently is supposed to be a pretty good deal for U.S. auto workers.
It's a great deal for all workers. Look, the president has done his job. Now it's time for Congress to do theirs and get this passed. This would spur so much economic growth in the U.S. The U.S. International Trade Commission says that if this deal passes, it would increase exports to Mexico and Canada by $14 billion and $19 billion respectively. And most of the Democratic concerns about this deal, Charles, have already been dealt with. Trump has exempted both countries from tariffs on steel and aluminum. Last month, Mexico reformed their labor laws to be in line with those Democratic concerns. But Nancy Pelosi continues to slow walk negotiations. And I think you're exactly right. It's because she doesn't want the optics of Trump having a big win, because that could help him be reelected in 2020.
By the same token, though, Jillian, it feels like Nancy Pelosi's also thinking about maybe her own legacy, certainly what happens to the party under her watch. Remember, she lost the speakership once. And, I think that's why she's avoiding impeachment. And I think she wants to get infrastructure done. I feel like she does want to get certain things done. And she thinks that historically that would look better on the Democrats, give them a better chance of winning the White House, as opposed to resist, obstruct.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think with trade, it's kind of been a game of chicken. You've got Trump, I guess, always in the back corner saying the threat is, if you don't pass this, I'm going to blow up NAFTA. And I think Pelosi, she could make the bet that that's going to backfire on the economy for sure, but that the political backlash will hit Trump.
That's a hell of a gamble on her part.
It is a gamble, though. I mean, I think both parties, both Democrats and Republicans, have a lot to lose.
But ultimately, you think it will get passed here?
I don't want to put a bet one way or another. Yeah.
Really? Kristin, what about you?
I remain hopeful. I do think there's over a 50% chance this will get passed. You have to think Nancy Pelosi's smart enough to understand Democrats will need something to show their voters ahead of 2020. Also, keep in mind that 12 million U.S. jobs are somehow dependent on trade and investments between these three countries. Many of those jobs, by the way, are located in areas where Democrats hold power. So I remain optimistic.
And let's not forget about the farmers, right? We do a lot more exporting of agricultural products to Mexico and Canada than we do to China. So you can't say, hey, the poor farmers, we feel for them, and not vote for this. At least I don't think you can. We'll say, ladies, thank you both.
Thank you.
Jillian and Kristin.